Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Empty Quiver, everything archery related and a little more, proudly sponsored by Tethered, Vantage Point Archery, and Darton Archery. Ladies and gentlemen, on today's podcast, we've got a cracking one. Kristensen, he is a hunting influencer here in Sweden. You're going to get to know him really well soon, and we have a great podcast lined up. I'm just going to quickly skim through some of the topics today. We cover quite a lot of sticky stuff, especially around like bow hunting in Sweden and the issues and the politics and the drama that goes on with that, sadly. But we start off with talking a little bit about shotgun hunting for roe deer. We go through Pier's weapon setups at the moment as well. A lot of people like to, sort of geek out and stuff and know what people hunt with. So you get to hear that from the man himself. We talk about his season. Let me just tell you, it was an awesome season. He's had a fantastic time here in Sweden this year. We talk about moose hunting in Sweden, kind of a little bit how it's traditionally done. And then we talk about his thoughts on the rapidly declining moose numbers in Sweden. And then which we bounce straight into kind of like my opinions, and I ask him about that on, like, I think the management of animals in Sweden and Finland and quite a lot of Europe is backwards, actually, especially if you look at like existing successful, animal management strategies from like, the United States, for example. So we touch on that as well. We talk about how Pierre got interested in bow hunting to start with, and that's kind of interesting because he wasn't interested at all to start with. So you want to hear about that. We talk about bow hunting in upstate New York, how it feels to hunt with a bow versus a rifle. Then we get into that big sticky topic I was talking about Sweden, bow hunting in Sweden, whether it ever get legalized. We talk about how a bow kills differently to a gun, and that's like, we go into a lot of the misconceptions that Swedes have around that. Then kind of I talk to him a little bit why I've removed myself a little bit from the Swedish bow hunting circles, just a little bit. We touch on that. Talk about how Swedes are their own worst enemies on the subject. And then we go like, how do we actually get more Swedes shooting bows and hunting with them? We talk about bow hunting in Åland. Then we touch on a few other subjects like hunting in Africa, mouflon hunting, and finally beaver hunting. Yeah, the animal kind. Get your mind out of the gutter. Enjoy. Pierre, welcome to the Empty Quiver podcast. If you guys don't know Pierre, he is a influencer here in Sweden, focusing on hunting and cooking, right? You do quite a bit of cooking and mushroom hunting as well and all that other stuff. So quickly tell our listeners, who you are and what you do and where they can find you.
Yeah, I am a former chef and hunter, of course, and I love to forage just about anything that the woods provide, actually.
Cool. Yeah.
And my social media is PK_hunting everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, if you like hunting videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. It's nice, and it's nice when it's the same across the board, right? It makes it super easy for people to find.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like the Meat Hunter in Instagram is some closed down restaurant in America that I just can't get hold of. Like, I've even tried to reach out to Instagram and the old, like, it's been dead for like 3 or 4 years now. No one's posted anything on it, but,
Yeah,
it would be nice to be able to get that, but anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Traditionally, we start off the podcast and you just tell everyone about your weapon setups at the moment. So let's finish with the bow, because I know you do like a lot of firearm hunting as well, and I'm guessing you get a shotgun and stuff like that too. So run us a little bit through, your arsenal, and let's finish with the bow basically, and also your arrow and what you run on the front of the arrow as well.
Oh, yeah, all right. For rifle, I have a Tikka T3X in 308 with a Bard's gun stocks, laminate gun stock. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
With thumbhole, yeah. And a really good rifle. And I shoot Barnes Vortex, and I have just an old Bushnell scope on it, actually.
Yeah, sweet as, man. I mean, I've never had a flash scope in my life, so
No. I don't need one.
No, I was going to say in Sweden, from what I've seen, what I've tested myself, 150 meters is a long shot in Sweden. So
Yes.
most scopes will do that pretty easily, to be honest. So
Yeah, yeah, they do. The only thing is, when it's getting darker,
Yes.
you have a few more minutes with a more expensive scope.
Yeah. Gathers more light.
Yeah,
No, that's
and I
cool,
have
man.
a shotgun too, a old side by side Husqvarna 310 AS
Nice.
12 gauge. Yeah,
Yeah.
real nice one. My
Yes.
first rifle actually,
Yeah.
or
Sweet.
shotgun. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, am I right in saying that you guys do quite a lot of driven hunts with shotguns
yeah,
in Sweden here? Is that
yeah. We
right?
do.
Yeah. So what is the setup like? What ammo are you using for that, and kind of what range are you hoping to stay within? I know what the book says in
Yeah,
Sweden. It's was it 25 meters or something, right? So
yeah. I mean, that's actually quite good. Yeah,
yeah, okay,
I prefer under that, of course.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's bow distances.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's cool, man. That's all
since
good.
a roe deer is it's a pretty big animal for shooting with shotgun.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's what I was wondering. And so, what does the shot look like? Like, what ammo are you guys using for those driven hunts?
I'm traditional. Yeah, I mostly use US threes or ones actually,
Okay, yeah, cool. I
but
gotcha.
they are horrible to get a hold on now.
Oh,
So,
really?
oh yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Most
Why
people
is that?
use
Is it because of
fours
them?
or six and stuff like that.
Why are they so hard to get? Is it just one of those weird things that's happening at the moment with the ammunition, or?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
yeah,
So, has the copper ban hit Sweden yet?
it's not a ban actually.
It's not.
No,
Uh huh.
the lead ban, as they call it.
Sorry, that's
Uh,
what I meant. Yeah, yeah, you
oh
got
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only for wetlands, and
Aha.
yeah, and
Interesting.
it's really hard to describe what a wetland is.
Yeah, of course, right? Is
Yeah,
it like if it rains everywhere, is that a wetland? But
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. A puddle of water is wetland,
yeah,
apparently, to the
yeah.
EU.
Okay,
So
interesting.
yeah,
There probably is a definition somewhere, I guess, but how you enforce that, I don't really know
I don't
because
know, me
at
neither.
some stage it's going to turn, it's going to turn into opinion, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So
Actually, I don't. I'm not hunting a lot with a shotgun, so I haven't really bothered with it. Not yet.
yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, like, Patrick Tiafel. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got my braces in, but I was like joking to him. I was like, "Oh, how much lead actually ends up in animals and stuff like that, right?" And he said that they did like X-rays and they've done like a lot of blood tests from sort of older hunters, and we do have higher contents of lead in our bloodstream than average people, which is kind of
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we have all shoot on lead pellets,
yeah, exactly. Everyone's had a bit of duck or something, and then hit that hard pellet at one stage of their
Oh
life.
yeah,
So
yeah. Everyone's lost a tooth.
yeah, I found one in a block of salami once. Actually, it was
Oh
like
really?
venison and duck salami. It was really nice, but yeah, I just I didn't just was not expecting it to find it in salami, and so I bit down quite hard. Like, when you're usually eating like duck or something, you're like, okay, there might be a pellet in here, so I'm going to feel it out.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I just wasn't expecting it at all.
No.
That hurt. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I believe it's like eating hairs when I was younger.
yeah,
We shot a lot of hairs, and yeah, horrible.
yeah, I can imagine.
Oh yeah,
Can imagine.
shift a lot of tooth.
Yeah. So, Pierre came hunting with me in Latvia last year and shot a really nice red stag.
Yeah,
And the video's up on your channel, right? If people
yeah,
want
it
to,
is. It is.
yeah. And before we started hunting, Pierre was like, "Don't worry, I'm the most unlucky hunter that you're ever going to see." And I was like, "Man, it's fine. I got you." And was it like 3 or 4 days later, we finally got the shot
Yeah,
opportunity?
the last day.
I
Told you so.
was like, "Oh no, what's going on?" Yeah,
Yeah,
but so maybe you got some curse on you, you reckon, or what's going on?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You know,
Yeah,
the beginning of the first day of buck hunting in Sweden this year, I shot 3 bucks first day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. I remember
So
that actually.
I don't know. It's always on hunting trips.
Uh
I
huh.
have bad luck.
Okay, so like in your home turf, you're like solid, but every
Oh
time
yeah,
you like actually have to invest some money and travel somewhere, when it matters, that's when your luck runs out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been to
And-
Czech Republic 3 times for driven hunts. I've shot
yeah.
once.
Oh, have you got like a lucky charm you can't carry with you when you're hunting or something?
No,
That's
no.
this is a problem, right?
Yeah,
This is a problem. I've got a necklace that my son Wyatt made, and it was like the first thing he'd ever made,
yeah.
like ever, and he gave it to me instead of mum. And I was like, all right, that's pretty special. I'm going to take that as hunting with me every time. So
Yeah.
it seems to do the trick.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's all good, man. So how is your season going? You've gone, you say you got 3 roe deer?
Yeah, 3
Did you shoot
bucks.
a moose? Did I see you shoot a moose?
Yeah, I shot a moose too. Yeah, I did.
Nice. Tell us about that. Like, how did the moose hunt go down?
Actually, it was pretty simple. Traditionally, we hunt moose with dogs in Sweden,
Mm-hmm.
and but this ground in this team, we have a large road going right through it. So we were actually just posted outside waiting. And me and my father was on a marshland where we knew there was some moose around, and we had one calf and one a bull to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And since we don't have a lot of moose in Sweden in the moment, we decided to shoot one small bull,
Yes.
no more than 6 points.
Yeah.
And I knew there was a 4 pointer somewhere around, and he finally showed up. The first morning we were sitting there, I was looking at him, a cow and a calf for about 30, 40 minutes before I got a chance to shoot him.
They were just cruising in the bushes or something, were they?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I've heard that. Like I've only been on one moose hunt, and the team shot a young bull. But they were telling me that like even with the dogs on them, sometimes they'll just sit in the bush.
yeah,
Like, and it's really hard to push them out into the opening sometimes. So
yeah. And
yeah.
this was opening morning, so they were not scared or anything. They
Mm-hmm.
were just doing their thing. He was
Gotcha.
breaking the trees and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah,
So,
all on video too. So
is that one out on your channel yet?
yeah, it is.
It is.
It
I
is.
actually haven't watched that one, so that's cool. I need to go and check that out.
Yeah, it should.
So
I
yeah,
think it should be English subtitles on it.
yeah.
On it too.
The moose numbers. I know that wasn't um on our run sheet today, but I think that might be something kind of good to just to ask you about. Like, what do you think is there a problem, or what's
Yeah,
is it a hysteria or what's going on?
I think it's a problem. Yeah,
Yeah, and why do you think there's a problem there?
it's been overshooting.
Yeah, okay. Because this is what I said too. Is I think, hey, like I said to the Moose team actually, I said, hey, well like it is actually up to the individual teams. Like you don't have to shoot if you don't want to, right?
We don't have to, but since we mostly rent the hunting grounds,
Mm-hmm.
from larger companies,
Yes,
they want to get rid of the moose.
yes.
Yeah, and if we don't shoot what we can shoot, a lot of teams will be kicked out.
Okay, okay. That's a pretty bad a big pressure to have on you as a team. Yeah, because like it kind of feels like really all the power is with the hunters,
Yeah, of course. We
and
are the
like
ones
people.
that pull the trigger.
Yeah,
So
people need to band together over this because like even if you just gave them 2 or 3 years grace, or maybe you shot less, because I still don't understand in Europe the shooting young animals thing.
yeah,
Like just it's only my headspace, but it's like murdering children basically. Is like that's how I feel about it. And it's the same with like whitetails and stuff like that. Like in Finland, they rather you shoot the young fawns, even in like into November, and by that stage they're capable of looking after themselves.
yeah.
Sure, yes, the mum around is a bonus for them, but they're not going to starve, they're not going to freeze or anything like that.
No, that's
They
true.
they've been eating grass for 2 months by this stage. So that's I kind of find it a bit weird. And the other thing too is they complain about the population numbers, but if you're just shooting the young ones, you're kind of just harvesting rather than taking care of the population. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? So
that's not gonna take down the population.
no, and then the maybe I don't know if this happens with moose as well, but they shoot the spikes. For some reason, spikes get a hammering, and like how do you know actually how good that buck was going to be?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you're much
no one
better to
knows.
shoot like once they get to 4 years or 3 years, 3 or 4 years old, then you at least can kind of see the genetics in them better. And there's been plenty of good posts, even those crazy big whitetail parks in Texas and stuff. they'll show one deer that's a spike that first year, then 3 years later he's like one of those crazy freak giant things. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, we got away from moose a little bit, but I just don't quite understand. Sorry, what I was going to say is like how people manage animals here. Actually, like for me, it seems a bit backwards in some regards. So maybe you can shed some light on it. Like, is there something I'm missing
No, it's
on it,
very
or?
different from other countries, I know.
Hmm. Yeah.
Since we don't hunt the rut at all,
Hmm.
actually, with any animals.
Yeah.
And that's, I think it's kind of weird
Yeah.
because it works everywhere else.
Yeah. That's something else I find really strange. Again, like I don't hunt in Sweden that much, so I kind of say things cautiously, like expecting to room for myself to be corrected. Does make sense, but like especially in Finland, America have been managing whitetail very successfully for years and years and years now. Like they've got really good populations.
They have
Why don't
too many whitetails.
they have too many? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But why don't Finland just adopt their strategy? You know what I mean? Like, some people in Finland want them eradicated. That's okay. Like, that's their. I'm not gonna. I don't think they should be. I think they're an asset. But the way that they are trying to manage them is so ass backwards to a model that's already shown to be proven.
yeah,
And that model does not include shooting young deer.
no,
So and then if you're going to go extend from there, logically, I would think that that happens with all animals, like all deer animals anyway. If you don't shoot the young, you're probably going to be looking after the population better. But I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert either, so
Yeah. No, it's all right. It was more like just designed to kind of
yeah,
pick your brains and see if there was something, you wanted to add around that, or maybe there's a logic in Sweden that I'm unaware about that kind of backs up what they do. Does it make sense?
yeah. Well, uh, Sweden has a very old hunting tradition. We have
Yes.
the oldest hunting association in the world.
Uh-huh.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, it's been around since the 1800s.
I never would have picked that. If someone had said, "Hey, where?" I would have picked probably Germany or something like that.
Oh no,
So, interesting.
no, it was only back in the days. It was only the rich people who could hunt there.
Yeah, that makes
Kind of
sense.
like it's in the UK right now.
Mhm. Yep.
So in Sweden, when actually the moose were almost eradicated because everyone could hunt anything, and then the hunting association were founded and actually helped the moose population to get back up.
Mhm.
But the problem with moose hunting in Sweden is that it's all meat hunting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
and so
But
everything gets shot.
yeah, but again, I don't because as you know, like I am a meat hunter and I've shot two yearlings or fawns, whatever you want to call them, whitetails this year, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because it's just what they want you to do in Finland. But
yeah,
in the same stroke, like next year, that's going to be nearly twice the amount of much meat, especially if it's on a buck. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So,
Of course.
so the meat hunting argument for shooting young ones, even though I do it, so I'm guilty, it doesn't really stack up in my brain logically. Still, you know what I mean? So,
No, of course, I understand.
yeah,
But still, those phones won't have their own phones next year.
they won't have their own fawns. Did you
No,
say?
no,
Yeah, yeah,
not as 1 years old, 1 year
yeah.
olds.
Hmm.
So but the doe will still have a fawn the next year.
Yes.
So as long as you're only shooting the fawns, the population won't get smaller.
Okay. But from what yeah, that's true. That is true.
If you start
But
shooting the adults, the
yes,
population will decrease.
yes. But also, if you shoot the young, it's never going to grow.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
won't.
yeah.
So
So, anyway, it's a tricky topic, and I don't
oh
really
yeah,
know what the
yeah.
answers are. But it's
I
just kind of
mean,
interesting. Where I think if you look around globally, there's lots of successful management models
yeah,
around, and
yeah,
and it sounds like Sweden's had that in the past. To be
yeah.
able to to be
Actually
able
we
to
have it.
groom, yeah, to be able to grow moose back
Yeah,
to a stable
yeah, yeah,
population, that
yeah.
they obviously know what to do. So
Yeah, well, the problem we have a lot of other animals that thrive in Sweden.
yes,
The fallow deers up in south of Stockholm.
yes,
There are too many.
yeah,
I was at one driven hunt and I saw about 100 fallow deers that I couldn't
Jeepers.
shoot
Yes. You're not allowed to
in
shoot, did you
in
say?
one sit. No, they
Yeah.
were way far away, too far away.
Aha, aha, gotcha. Sorry. I thought they were off the
No,
cards or something. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
weren't. I
Yeah.
was I was able to shoot one spike in the
Yes.
last hour.
Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
and roe deer too. Like Sweden's got some world class roebucks
Oh yeah.
around
Oh, yeah.
too. So yeah, it's yeah. I mean, like we'll talk about it a little bit later, but if bow hunting gets legalized in Sweden, it's going to be one of the best countries in Europe to bow hunt, and hands down,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
hands
I
down.
have some spots already looked
I
out.
bet you do. I bet you do.
Yeah.
I mean, wild boar, like I say, fallow
Oh
deer,
yeah.
roe deer.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
got some fellow deer trees.
already picked out, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
So
was about 5 years ago. I got a new hunting ground,
yes.
and that was the same time I was starting bow hunting.
Hmm.
So I was walking around the grounds and looking up at the trees and the scrapes and all that, and I was like, yeah, that tree, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be perfect.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
It's a 15-meter shot.
Yeah. Actually, that's good segue. Like, how did you get interested in bow hunting?
I actually wasn't interested in bow hunting
Aha.
first. No,
This would
but
be a good story.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was in part of the Wild Jäger team.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's an American company that was in Germany that is now in America again.
Okay.
But when it was in Europe, I was announced Pro Staff of the Year 2017.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the award was a bow hunting trip to the US.
Cool.
Yeah, the problem was I had never held a bow in my hand.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's how it started. I went to Germany, got a bow because I didn't know where to get a bow in Sweden. I
Hmm.
didn't know anything about it. I got a bow, got it set up, took my IBEP, and just started sending arrows every day for a year.
Yes.
Yeah,
Best way to
and
do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I went to the US and shot a whitetail.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That was in New York, right?
Oh yeah, upstate
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, how's the hunting in New York like? Is there
Eh,
lots of deer there or?
oh yeah, we saw a lot of deer.
Yeah.
Actually, in the first 2 days, we saw 6 bucks.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One in maybe, I'm not sure about the inches, but maybe 130
Yeah.
type of deer. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's a nice deer, man. That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But it was
S-
about 100 meters away. So,
Yeah.
and it didn't come in on the
Little too
call.
far to fling it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If I had my rifle, it would be dead.
It was down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, that's cool. So, like that first bow hunting experience, then, like, how did you find that? Was it? Yeah. How did you find it? I'm not going to pretext anything for you. Like, you know.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hunting with a friend there.
Yes.
And it, he knew the area, of course. We were hunting public land.
Yes.
And he knew the area. He had been living in Germany for 10 years and actually just moved back when I got there. So, but he knew a couple of areas where he had seen deers in the past. And we was down on an old creek bottom. And yeah, climbed a couple of trees with the climbers. And a small buck came in on the third day, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 20-meter shot, and he ran about 50, 60 meters after that.
Nice, man. That's awesome stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
like, how was the shot experience compared to the rifle for you?
Oh, yeah, I was shaking so bad.
Yeah, it's like being a kid again, eh?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
when you first have a rifle and as a young adult or whenever you started,
Yeah.
you get that really pounding. And I have not lost that. I've been bow hunting 5 years now, and I still get, I still
Yeah.
have that adrenaline all the time. It's great.
Yeah,
I can kind of control it a little bit more now, but after the shot goes off, that's it all comes flooding in again.
yeah, it's
So,
all after the shot. Yeah.
mhm.
I still get that while rifle hunting too.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice.
When I
Yeah.
shot the moose this year. Yeah.
Yes.
I've only shot 3 moose. So,
Yes.
and this was not the biggest one, but I was shaking so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for something like maybe a moose, I would, but like I lost that. I lost the buzz. It became more about the shooting than the hunting
Yeah.
using a rifle, like like I like the precision and the skill and stuff
Yeah,
of
I'm saying.
using it, but I never, yeah. I mean, like even one of those red deer I shot in New Zealand with the rifle. Um, I was excited, but it was not the same feeling as shooting it with a bow.
No.
Like these days, I much rather go out with my bow and not shoot anything than take a rifle out and get something. Almost, just I don't know,
Oh,
something
really?
weird going on there. So I mean, like we went to Lithuania a couple of weeks ago. Did
Yeah, I
did a
saw.
week's hunting there, and that was a lot of fun. And we used rifles there.
Yeah.
Nothing knocking it, but it would have been nice to have a bow with me too.
Yeah, of course.
So
You should
yeah,
go there beer hunting with a bow.
yeah,
Well, not, maybe not in Lithuania. I know Estonia,
Estonia, yeah,
yeah, and
yeah,
Finland.
yeah,
So,
yeah, and Finland too. Yeah, I actually do want to do that one time. I think spring, from memory, is the best time to do it when the ice
yeah.
starts to melt a little bit. The beavers get more active, I
Yeah,
think, from memory.
just
So
when the ice breaks.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Let me know when you go.
yeah. Well, I have to. I mean, the whole thing that's really stopped me is like I haven't invested in a bow fishing setup. Like, because
No.
you have to hunt with a fishing setup, and I just haven't done that yet, basically.
No, me
So
neither. I
yeah,
think I can put it on my old bow.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it doesn't screw into most stabilizers.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it all
Yeah.
screws into the stabilizer port on the bow, so it
All right.
should, in theory, go on most bows. But I think some are better than others.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
For it, excuse me. So yeah. Oh, that's cool. So bow hunting in Sweden. This is kind of really, I guess, one of the main things I wanted to talk to you about. And because I think like I'm probably 50% due to me giving up a little bit, but like I don't really know what's going on in
No.
Sweden anymore. And like it's kind of interesting to see who actually does. Like I know that they're waiting for the Finnish study to come back.
Yeah, but it
Um,
has come back.
yeah,
That's
but
the problem.
I think they're waiting for some more blood tests, aren't they? I think
Ah,
that
I don't know actually.
I think the first. This is what I understand,
Yeah.
and I can ask Auntie again. But the first part came back, which was 100 rifle shot deer and 100 bow shot deer,
Yeah.
and they just measured the escape distance from the animal right after the shot,
Okay.
and they worked out that there was almost no difference between fleeing. Obviously, I think they didn't count headshots or spine shots, because even spine shots with the arrow drop them on the spot too,
Oh
so
yeah,
there's no
of
difference
course.
there. So I think it was based on like a lung heart hit
Yeah.
and what the distance run was.
I think
So
it was about maybe 1 meter distance.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. There was almost nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the only other thing that is unofficial is it's looking like bow hunting causes less pain to the deer,
Yeah.
because and I think like logically it makes sense, because it's just a sharp little cut rather than a big explosion in the deer,
Yeah.
right? So
And that's
I
what the antis are against.
is the
Because
pain. You mean?
no, the anti bow hunters,
Yes,
they don't like bow hunting because, well, they don't know anything about it.
yes,
But the problem is they are indoctrinated with the shock impact from
yes,
the animals.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
that is a non-factor in bow hunting.
exactly. Yeah, it's just like they just have to get their heads around it, because that's kind of a good little thing to talk about next, and I'm sure you know that too. But like, a bullet does structural damage,
Yeah.
so in theory it should run less anyway. But an arrow doesn't really do structural damage. So, like, let's say, like, I have a really good video of a whitetail running off with a double lung shot, and it was 32 seconds and it falls over. Okay,
Yeah.
but in that 32 seconds, I think it went like 280 meters.
Oh yeah, they are
Okay.
fast.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's the thing, is a mental thing. You think, oh, the arrow didn't do anything. It's run off. Okay.
Yeah.
But, at about, geez, I'm guessing 20 seconds, it's probably getting lightheaded. Probably before that, I'd guess, like,
Yeah.
and then at that 30 seconds is when it's fallen over and it can't, it's passed out
Yeah,
basically.
they're running on pure adrenaline.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
and this is the part that I really hate. And I know where they don't do it, but like there's no rifle hunter that has instant killed everything, and if you have, you haven't hunted long enough,
Oh
right?
no,
Like,
no,
I mean,
that's true.
the limited amounts of hunting I've done with rifles in Europe here, there's always been someone that's needed a dog for a wild boar
Oh
or
yeah,
something like that to find the animal. You know what I mean? So people need to pull their head out of that, and just like
of
take it
course.
for face value. Basically, is that
Yeah,
they kill? They're both efficient killing weapons. Um, it's just that there is a reason it looks like the bow doesn't do that much to an animal. It's because it doesn't create that structural damage.
no,
So
it makes them
yeah,
bleed out
yeah,
instead
exactly.
of the structural damage.
Exactly. And, I have shot a couple of animals twice as well. That's another argument you hear in Sweden. Oh, what if you need to shoot it twice?
Yeah,
Well, I've shot two whitetail twice now, especially like if you get a nice sharp broadhead, it zips through fast enough. The animal doesn't quite know what's happening. It jumps up and it'll run 10 meters and look around.
yeah, it's just a sting.
Yeah, exactly. And so you can shoot it again,
Yeah,
in that moment. So,
it's just like
uh,
cutting your finger with a razor blade.
yeah,
It
exactly.
bleeds as
Yes.
hell, but it doesn't feel anything. You
Yeah,
don't feel it.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's, but anyway, I mean, me and you know this. It's just
Yeah,
good to talk about it. Hopefully, someone's listening and saying, "Oh, okay, well, that's kind of
hopefully.
interesting." And
Yeah,
like you can reach out to myself or Pierre if you want to know more information.
of course, of course.
But the biggest thing that really annoys me is people have already made up their mind. Like
Yeah,
whatever it is in life, like I think you should be open to at least listen to logical information.
yeah, I
You
think
know
so
what I
too.
mean? Like
Yeah.
that's how you grow as a human being. And there seems to be quite a lot of Swedes that have their door shut already on everything.
Oh
So
yeah, we're conservative.
yeah, I mean, like there was that great video Reby Warren put out with the moose getting shot
Oh
twice,
yeah, I've
and
watched
the
it so
arrow
many times.
arrow flies straight through the moose.
Yeah,
And
twice.
I put that on the Jager Leave
Yeah,
Facebook page. I think it was me. I can't remember who put it out. Actually, I don't think it was me in the end.
someone did.
But there's so many people who like the information and the visual
Yeah,
evidence right in front of them, still denying it. It's like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and
The thing, a lot of people say that you can't get a second shot.
yes,
It's ridiculous.
yep, yep, and
Yeah,
I mean, but I like the other thing too is they should ban single shot rifles if they really have that
yeah,
mentality.
of course,
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
yeah. So, but anyway,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all good. So, do you think it'll ever become legal in Sweden?
I really hope so. I really
Yeah,
hope so. I don't know.
yeah,
I fingers crossed. I really hope so.
yeah. I mean, I do too. Like, my whole hunting will change overnight, basically.
Oh yeah,
I will be, trying to get a hunting lease or join a club or something like that. There's probably bow hunters that would like to take a lease somewhere, I'd imagine, together.
yeah, of course.
So, but I have also stopped worrying about it. I just do my own thing now.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, I just, it's a sad I have to travel and spend so much money to go and do it, but
yeah, I know.
it's just,
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah, as well,
Yeah,
but it's just a passion and you got to do what you're passionate about. So,
of course, of course.
yeah. And I've said this a few times, but I also think that more Swedes need to bow hunt
Yeah.
because at the moment it doesn't really look like it's that. Um, it's probably not that urgent because there's not a lot of people doing it. Does that make
No,
sense?
no, I
Yeah,
know. I think it makes
yeah.
sense.
And like I did a quick, obviously I don't know everybody, and I'm only going on social media, but I did a quick count up of active bow hunters, and I think it was like 26
Oh yeah,
in Sweden,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I mean active as in hunted that year.
yeah.
So
Do you count new hunters or also or new bow hunters? I mean,
did I count that? Did you say?
oh yeah.
No,
Did you
all I
count
did
new
is I
bow
went
hunters?
through. I went through social media posts,
Yeah.
and and I just went through people that I know are active within the community,
Oh yeah.
and then some
That's,
other people came forward as well. Like, because I put a post out in Borgjaktisferia,
yeah.
and I said, "Hey, how many people are actually active this year?" And someone said, "Oh, well, there's like me, for instance, and you don't know my friends." I said, "Okay, how many have you got?" I said, "Oh, there's another 4 people." I said, "Great, that brings us up to 18 or whatever." You know what I mean? Like, it's still not
Oh yeah.
lots. So maybe there's 30, maybe there's 40, but
Yeah.
that is not a lot of weight behind any argument. And
No.
so,
No.
and like, I think it's you guys. Isn't there ever saying about sitting on your thumbs or something?
I think
Isn't it a
so.
Swedish
Yeah.
saying? I
Yeah.
think like it's I
Pull the
can't.
thumb out of your rear.
Yeah, but like I get really frustrated with a lot of the bow hunters in Sweden because they just don't do it.
No.
They like to talk about it. They went bow hunting once in 1990. They're still an expert on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
very
Yeah.
frustrating. So that's kind of why I've removed myself a little bit from it all, because I was going to, go fully nanas one day on
What happens
somebody.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should try and get Anders on for once, or for one podcast, talking about it. I don't know if he would do that for me, but we could find out, I suppose, because it'd be nice to know, like, does the Swedish Bow Hunting Association have a plan? Like, what are they doing to educate the public here? What are they doing to make it more normal? I mean, that me, you, Maddie, and a few other people as well have started doing bow hunting,
Yeah.
like in the media, just to try and
Yeah.
make it more normalized.
And
And
I
so
think that's the way to go, actually,
I do too,
to
but
get
like,
normalized in Sweden.
yeah, is they just need to put it out, and like the more results they see and stuff like that, then the better it's going to get, and the more weight you're going to get behind it, more momentum.
Yeah.
So
I actually shared a video from a guy in France that I know.
yes,
He bow
is
hunts
it
a lot on.
Steve? Someone?
Yeah, Steve. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
When
He
I shot
looks
the
really good
running
with a
roe
bow.
deer on a
He looks
driven hunt.
really good with a bow. I've seen some of his stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's insane.
yeah. It's insane.
Yeah,
And he's on driven hunts with
yeah,
bows, and he shot the roe deer that was on full sprint,
yes,
hit it perfectly in the lungs.
yes,
And I have never gotten so much hate on social media
yeah,
like
yeah,
when I posted that video, and
and
all from bow hunters.
I was just gonna say, and this is the
Yeah.
worst thing about it all, is like, but a lot of those ones that are doing it are the professionals.
Oh yeah.
There's one guy, I'm not gonna say his name. He has not bow hunted since the 90s, and he's the first person to always chime in on everything.
All
And,
right.
like, I played tennis in high school. I'm not a freaking tennis player.
Oh no.
I'm not an expert. I played football back when I was 6 or whatever it is. I'm not a football player. Yeah, you have to be current and doing it to have a valid opinion.
Exactly. That would
Yeah.
make me a football player too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I think it was 7.
Yeah. But it's so hard. Everything's so clicky here.
Yeah.
Like, Tim Wells is a hot one. Like, yeah, not everyone, like, only Tim Wells and maybe a couple other people should shoot like he does.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would
But the
never
man's
treat
got
those shots.
the skill for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And instead of going, oh, this is terrible, they should be showing, look at what a bow is capable of in the right hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's an outlying factor, but they always look at things negatively instead of saying, hey, look at, how this can be used.
Yeah.
With a disclaimer on it, obviously, too.
Yeah.
So,
I love
and
showing Tim Wells shots for people that doesn't bow hunt.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just to
yeah,
show them what a bow is capable of.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm not capable of doing those shots, but
No,
there are
no, me.
people that are.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try.
No, me neither.
It's I'm nervous enough still at 30, 40 meters rather than anything running or whatever,
Oh
or
yeah, I
100
prefer
meters. So,
below 30.
yeah, so yeah, but yeah, it's just kind of interesting. There's like a real mentality here that I can see kind of why I think, it's only my opinion, why Sweden is the way it is about bow hunting at the moment. There's not enough people doing it,
Yeah.
which doesn't put enough pressure on the subject, and then they're all fighting internally
Yeah.
over it all as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Bjorn, I can't remember his last name, but he's supposed to be working on getting it legalized. I think he's part of the Jägerförbundet, right?
I don't know who it is.
I can't remember his last name. I could Google it actually, but it would be nice to get an update from him. But he keeps dodging a little bit too, so
right.
I don't think that's a good thing.
No,
So
people have been fighting for this for 20 years. So
yeah, I know, and it's it's frustrating. So,
yeah, we'll see.
yeah, because my honest thing is, like, after this finished study comes back, I just think they're going to try and find something else to
Oh yeah,
need
I'm
more
sure
information about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna gone out in the sand. So,
yeah, exactly.
probably.
Which is pretty sad.
Yeah,
But
it is.
again, that's why I have, forged my way ahead to do what I love doing, and it doesn't matter about Sweden
No.
anymore, whether it's legalized or not, which is quite sad. But it's
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
Finland's close. I like the Finnish hunting culture. I like the species they have there. It's good fun. So
yeah. Yeah. I'd
yeah,
love to go there. So,
mm, yeah. I'm probably going to take my son hunting for the first time
oh,
in
really?
February, I think, or start of February. He's only 5,
Yeah.
so we'll just dress up super warm and go and sit in some blinds for an hour or two. It's not really going to be about hunting. It's more going to be about spending time with them. But we're going to do that in Finland, so
Yeah,
it
but
should be
that's a
kind of
great time to bond.
yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to stay quiet long enough.
No.
He can't even stay quiet 2 minutes.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
going to be interesting.
Give him an iPad and a headset.
Yeah, that's what like every forum I've ever seen on is iPad and snacks
Yeah. Yeah.
and drinks. If you give them those and keep them warm, then you got a chance.
Yeah,
Apparently, so
probably. Warm clothing and snacks.
yeah. So how do you think? How do you think? Because you like again, I don't really understand the Swedish mentality, but how do we get more people shooting bow in Sweden? Like, like is there a way you can think that no one's tried, or like what's the best way to do it? I suppose.
Well, the Swedish Bowhunting Association actually are at the large hunting fairs
Yes.
in Sweden
Mm-hmm.
where people can go shoot bows.
Yes.
But that's actually all I see from them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
lot on social media or anything.
No, and
Unfortunately, because social media is where to go now.
yeah, I mean,
That's where people see
do
stuff.
you follow the Nordic Safari Club?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a great like I think it's only 1 or 2 guys,
yeah,
but they're doing what the Swedish Bowhunting Association need to do. They're always
yeah.
trying to get articles in magazines and you know what I mean, like they're always posting updates and getting more stuff like that. But yeah, and again, maybe it's just because I'm not, I've kind of removed myself a little bit, but I just don't see any noise. Like even in our Facebook groups, the Swedish Facebook bowhunting groups,
No.
it's basically dead in there
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So
It's one post a week and something shared from some US page
yeah, exactly.
mostly.
Yeah. So
Well, so I think the thing is, it has to get more normalized.
hmm
It has to be
yeah,
shown on social media what a bow can do,
yeah, that's it.
and that's
I'm
what I'm
trying.
trying to do. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Maddie is trying to do, and Richard from Jaktstugan
yeah, yeah.
and Totti now.
Yes,
That's awesome.
yes. It's very, very cool.
Yeah,
I haven't. Well, apart from Facebook, I haven't caught up with Daniel. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that would be interesting to get his thoughts
Oh
on it
yeah,
all
it's
because
a great
you
guy.
guys went hunting right in Orland, didn't you?
No, I was with Richard in Holland.
Oh, it was Richard, was it in Orland? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. How did that go? Because for you guys who don't know, Orland's like a little island between Finland and Sweden. It's owned by Finland,
yeah,
but they have a few little different laws and stuff there.
yeah. They have their
Um,
own government, I think,
yeah,
but still
okay,
part of Finland.
yeah. And you have to take a accuracy test for there as well.
Yeah.
So, did you do the accuracy, or you had to have done the
Oh
accuracy
yeah, I
test?
did.
Yeah. What was it like? I haven't done it because I've always done the
Yeah.
Finnish mainland one. So,
Oh, I think it was 6 arrows
yeah,
at 30 meters max,
yeah,
and you had to get 4 or 5 of those arrows in
and
the
the
right
vitals is
place at
it?
the target. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's not too bad.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, it's good.
So, no, that's cool.
Yeah, and
Eh,
it's valid for 1 year.
okay,
Yeah.
because like if you any of you Swedes are listening, like the other reason you should come and hunt in Finland is you do the Finnish accuracy test, but it lasts 3 years there,
Oh, what's it
and
like, that test?
no, it's easy. It's stupid easy, actually.
Yeah.
It's 18 meters, 3 arrows in a 10-inch circle. I think it is.
18 meters.
Yeah, in 3 minutes. So you got like
Oh,
1 minute
really?
per arrow. Most people
Oh,
finish it in a minute and a half.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's designed for recurves and stuff too. But
Yeah, well, I'd love
yeah,
to hunt with a recurve, by the way.
yeah,
I
I
want to
kind of
try it.
started. I started dabbling in it this year, but I didn't have the balls to pick it up and use it. I was
Yeah.
thinking about shooting a baboon in Africa with it, but I was just like, nah, probably wrong animal to mess with a
Oh, maybe.
recurve to start with.
Yeah.
They're a little intimidating, so
Yeah, they are.
yeah. But No, it's kind of fun. I'll get back into it again in the spring. So
Yeah, I need to get one.
yeah, well, that the other thing too is the entry level for them is pretty cheap.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
They are.
especially to start just for a learning bow, it's not bad at all. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's
and
not tuned for you, so a friend can use it too,
yeah,
or
exactly.
girlfriend or wife or
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, anyone.
Yeah, my finger's starting to go numb thinking about it again.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So have you got any trips with the bow planned again? Probably for next season now for you, is
Uh,
it? Or
yeah, Åland again.
yeah.
Yeah, we actually booked the same place again.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
when we left the area, we booked it
You
again.
booked it on the same day.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So tell me about the area because I haven't been there. Is it lots
No,
of animals or?
oh yeah, it was a lot of animals.
Yeah.
We never got a shot on any of the animals.
Yes.
Actually, I'm the only one that had bow hunted before.
Yes.
All the other were beginners, but well, they were hunters, but not bow hunters before.
Yes, I understand. Yep. I
Yeah,
know what you mean.
which had
Yep.
got within I think 12 meters of buck.
Wow, that's pretty close.
Yeah, and I got within 18,
Yep.
but it was a very small spike, a bottom buck.
Yes.
So I didn't know if it was a buck or a doe.
Gotcha. I
First, yeah,
gotcha. Yeah.
and then the wind turned, so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was fun.
No, that's cool, man.
And I had another one at I think it was about 30 meters,
Yeah.
but I couldn't get. There was a lot of bushes between.
Yeah. So were you guys stalking mostly, were you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It wasn't made for bow hunting. It
Okay.
stands.
Okay.
So, but they want to have more bow hunting trips there.
Okay.
The
Interesting.
landowners, they want
Yeah.
more bow hunters because bow hunters are, well, it's safer
Yes.
than rifle hunters there because all the ground is stone. You know,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
So what
it's an island.
what do they have a spring roebuck season there as well?
I
Or have
don't
you
know.
guys
I don't know. I
okay.
don't think so.
Okay, interesting. So you guys going back in September or something, right?
August.
August is okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's August 15.
Hmm.
The season starts there.
Yeah. Oh, so you
So,
guys are going for the opening.
oh yeah, opening
Yeah,
day.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be cool, man. It'll be
Yeah,
awesome.
then maybe there will be some rut left in the box.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing in August, but I might have a spare saddle set up you can borrow to
Oh,
take
that
with
would be
you.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah, because it sounds like something like that would be, you know,
Yeah, I
awesome
think
over
so.
there.
I think
Yeah.
so because I only have a climber, and
Yeah.
that's not good for hanging banging.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I should have a spare set up, I think, by that stage next year. So
Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah.
it'd be cool to try.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a great way to hunt. So
Yeah.
um actually took it to Lithuania with me to I was hoping to try it out on a driven hunt, but we only did one driven hunt in the end, so it didn't work. Because I just wanted to go up like 3-4 meters, like not high, just enough to get a little elevation to see over the bushes,
Yeah.
and improve that safety angle too of shooting. You start shooting down rather than so flat. The driven hunt stuff still makes me so nervous because like in New Zealand you're drilled into you that you don't shoot towards people, and I know you're not supposed to shoot towards people, but you never really know
No, no.
100% where they are through there, so it's
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. So all in next year, that'll be cool though. That'll be
Yeah,
good.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah,
And I want to go to South Africa too.
yeah. That's
Uh,
honestly, but the biggest problem with that is once you go once, you're in trouble
yeah, I
because
know.
you want to go all the
Yeah,
time.
and
Yeah,
it's not too expensive, but it's gonna be expensive with the flight and the trip
well,
preparing and all that.
it's kind of funny. Like it depends on what you want to shoot. Like
Yeah,
if
of
you don't want
course.
to shoot a kudu and stuff like that, then you can have a really good time for like just over 3,000 euros, so
Yeah,
30,000, and that's for like 5 hunting days.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you can easily spend three on a good fallow or a medium red deer, or you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
but for that you'll get four animals, all your accommodation, all your food, all your alcohol,
yeah,
airport
yeah,
transfers and stuff like that. So I actually think for commercial hunting wise, Africa is one of the best deals you can get. But the problem is it's time sink.
Yeah,
because 5 is really what you want a minimum to go down there for.
of course.
And then plus you need a travel day either side as well. So you're looking at 7 to start with.
Yeah.
And most people go for like kind of 8 hunting days, 7 or 8 hunting days, so then you're looking at 10 days. But yeah, it's a good time down there. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, I
So,
think it is. I think it
mm,
is.
yeah.
It would be
So,
great. But we'll
yeah.
see.
But
We'll see.
yeah, I'm trying to slowly kind of like Slovakia has always piqued my interest. It's
Oh really?
has to be fenced as well there though for legislation, but they have really big fenced areas.
Oh really?
So I just kind of curious. I want to go and see what it's like over
Yeah.
there.
I
I've
never been
got
there.
a new place in Finland too that has mouflon stuff on it. That's
Oh
an island. It's an
nice.
island.
Ah,
Yeah, that's not looking too bad at all actually. Just waiting to get prices finalized and stuff
yeah.
for that one. So, but that'd be awesome because that's all. There's no fences or anything there. It's just wild mouflon. I think they got fallow deer and whitetail there as well. So
Oh, that's awesome.
the island's 800 hectares, so it's kind of like a pretty good bow hunting size.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So
It is.
um, yeah, with 4 or 5 people, it'd be a good weekend, I reckon, or a good
Oh,
week,
really good
whatever.
weekend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I've never. Well, I mean, I've shot a mouflon, but it wasn't like that. It was out of a blind, so
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting. I'd like to learn about them, like how, like I wouldn't have a clue where to set up.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
No.
just try and find a busy crossroad and sit there and see what happened. I guess.
Yeah. All I know is that they're very skittish.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
cheap.
find a field. I don't know because I'm guessing they eat shit. They eat grass, right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I've never seen them more than the ones we saw
yeah.
in Latvia.
Oh yeah, 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 and
Yeah.
yeah, as well. Yeah, yeah. I forgot about that too. Yeah, but they say, oh, actually, based on that, they seem to be on the move quite a lot.
Yeah, I think so. They always
Yeah,
move.
yeah. So now I'm intrigued. I have to do it and see
Oh
see
yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah.
So the last thing I want to talk to you about is I saw on your Instagram the other day about beaver hunting and
Yeah.
something to do with the council. Is that right? Have they like?
No, actually, beaver hunting is legal in Sweden.
Yes,
With
yes,
the rifle, not
yeah,
shotgun. I don't know why, but with a
yeah,
rifle.
yes.
And there are not a lot of beavers down here in the south.
Oh, there's not. Okay.
No, well, there are beavers here, but
Yes.
not a lot of people hunt them.
Yeah. Okay.
I always go north almost every year to hunt beavers.
Mm-hmm.
But the other day I found beaver signs
Yes.
at the commune, the county. Is that
Ah.
the county land?
Yes.
Yeah, when no one hunts.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so I posted that and to reach out to the county if they
Yes.
needed a beaver hunter.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The translation came through a bit rough on that. I thought they'd put some special seasoning for them or something.
Oh
But
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
It was
That's
just
all
a
right.
shout out to the county because
Gotcha. Yeah.
I want to
You
hunt
can
them.
see my one beaver I shot on the wall
Yeah,
behind me there.
nice.
Yeah, that yellow tagging, see, that's where the bullet went in.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They got a big hole in
It's
it,
not a
but
big one, right?
I don't think so.
How much?
It's I
What
think
was
it
the
was
weight?
like we didn't weigh it, but I think it maybe like it was only about 14 or 15 kgs or
Oh
something.
yeah,
It
that's the
wasn't.
small one though.
Yeah, it wasn't real massive. So
No, the smallest one I've shot was I think about 12 kilos.
yeah,
The biggest one was about 25.
yeah. Wow. There's
So
the shooting place in Lithuania we went to. They had a big one on the wall. And it was like 30 something
oh yeah,
kgs. They had it mounted in the stairwell,
yeah,
coming out of the wall like it was swimming. It would look really cool.
yeah.
So
People don't understand that beavers get bigger than roe deers.
that's insane. I never knew
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, a
Yeah.
30 kilo beaver,
Yes.
a roe deer isn't 30 kilos.
Yeah.
Well, it can
Yeah.
be, but
That's a big one though, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big one.
Yeah. That's like a funny perspective to put it into. I never really, never thought about it that way before because you just don't think of beavers because they're shorter than a roe deer.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
they're
But
so compact.
yeah, but they taste so damn good too.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love them.
God, they're
I
great.
love them.
Yeah.
That's why I hunt them because I
Yeah.
love the meat.
Yeah.
I have a
I
lot of pelts, so I don't need any more pelts,
yeah.
and I can't
I
eat the skulls. So
y- yeah. I got the skull there.
Yeah, I
Mine
got
too, but
some of the skulls, not the ones I headshot, but
no. I can imagine not,
no.
but just bits and pieces
Oh
of
yeah,
the skull. But like, I found they were like quite beefy, actually. The meat,
yeah, they are.
yeah, yeah, like very similar to eating beef, and
Yeah, big fibers.
yeah, exactly. And I thought it was really nice. Like we slow cooked it for I think it was almost a day, 24 hours or something. And
Yeah,
I boiled all the fat off first and skimmed that off,
yeah.
got rid of all that. So, and then we put the vegetables in and stuff. And by the time, like, we ate it every night in a different way. And the last night, I think it was on the fourth night, we did burritos.
Oh, nice.
It was freaking good, man, because by that stage it was like pulled beaver.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? It was just
yeah,
falling apart. It was so good. It
yeah. I
was
love
really,
doing
really good.
that. Just
Yeah,
like like pulled pork, but pulled beaver with some vegetables and a patty.
exactly. I'm
Yeah,
sure people are thinking about stuffed beaver jokes, but
yeah, of course. Well, I love eating beaver, so
yeah, yeah, we all love eating beaver.
yeah, of
So
course.
that's cool, man.
Who wouldn't
Hey,
love to eat a wet beaver?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, next season we should try and do something.
yeah, yeah. We should.
Again, like for anyone that's trying to do positive stuff for Swedish bow hunting, then I try and do the best prices I can for everybody and stuff like that, because I really want it to be shown. So
Yeah,
we
I'd
should
love to
try
go
and
anywhere actually.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I love Finland's, like, probably, especially those grounds there, one of my favorite places to go hunting now. Like, I know the grounds
Yeah.
pretty damn well now. Every time we go, we've shot. There's only been one time we blanked, actually, and that was on the blizzard. A blizzard came through,
Oh, really?
but usually someone's missed something, and
Yeah.
someone's harvested every trip. So,
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
I'll give you a heads up. The last two trips, the only reason I shot deer is because people didn't go where I told them to go, and I said, "Okay, well, I'll go there then."
No, yeah, of
And then,
course.
and then I shot the deer there.
Yeah, next to be them.
Yeah, exactly. So there's nothing better than walking in with a bloody arrow and saying, "I told you you shouldn't go there."
Yeah,
So
told you so.
yeah,
Of course, always trust the guide.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it's good. Georgia kicked my ass this year. I'm going to go back again, though. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really nice people and a lot of deer there. I could see the deer, but they just weren't moving when I was there.
Did you
Just
shoot
weren't.
anything?
I shot a doe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
On the seventh day, I
Yeah.
finally saw a fucking deer, and I tell you what, it didn't matter what it was going to die.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 7 days of sitting in the tree seeing birds, and, my head was just like, yeah, you could see all the deer sign everywhere, and I'd seen all the trail cam photos,
Yeah.
and it was just this weird lull where nothing was moving around much. The weather got quite warm, maybe that's what it was,
Maybe.
but,
Maybe.
yeah, so
Yeah. I thought I remembered that you shot something.
yeah, and I actually got really lucky. I dropped my bow out of the tree
Oh
3
yeah.
days previous
Saw
to
that.
that. Yeah, and nothing onto the bow, just the arrow rest, the little cage that stops the arrow
Yeah.
popping out, that kinda bent, so I just broke it off because I couldn't straighten it out properly, so I just decided to pull it off, and the deer shot was quite steep down, and as I drew back and I tilted, it popped out of the arrow rest,
Oh.
and I'm like this, I'm like, "Fuck," so I tried to, like, let down really slowly, and I do, but it goes a little bit, so the deer scatter, so they
Yeah.
don't know what the hell's going on, so I draw again, and but now all my first lot of concentration's out the window.
Yeah.
Like, like your laser focused, that goes on. Anyway, I shoot this doe, but I hit her too high and a little
Yeah.
bit far back, but it hit that artery under the spine,
Oh, nice.
and she fell over in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So I got really, really lucky, but it was a terrible shot. So,
Yeah. Well,
um,
that's
yeah.
why I use a whiskey biscuit.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with one of those
No.
suckers,
No.
can
Yeah.
you?
I forgot. We didn't talk about my bow setup.
Oh, yeah, we didn't. What is
Yeah.
your bow setup?
Yeah. I have a PC Evoke 31 actually.
Yes.
An old one. I think it's 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
And
that funny that that's old?
yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
so
know.
old.
People switch bows every
Yes,
year.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have what do I have? Yeah, I shoot Black Eagle,
Mhm.
Rampage arrows,
Yep. Yep. They're a good
and
shaft. Yeah.
VIP archery, 100 grains Commander.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed with that, actually.
Yeah, it's
I remember it
half
now.
mechanic
Yeah,
deal.
and the best thing about it is, like, when you look straight down it, it's already got a big cutting diameter.
Yeah.
So if they didn't open, it wouldn't be a big deal.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, that the opening is just a bonus on those things. It was I really liked the design of those. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I
So,
like him too.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the deer I shot, the red deer I shot.
Yes.
Yeah, only 2 of the 3 blades opened. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
still
But
died.
oh, yeah, they didn't go far at all. What did they go, like 30 meters, 40 meters? I can't quite remember now.
50, I think. 50,
Was
60.
it that?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't far.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember. I felt like we just walked over to it, like, oh, there it is. But,
Oh yeah,
it was pretty dark in the morning and
it
stuff
was
too.
very
So,
dark in the morning. I was watching the footage earlier,
yes.
and I'm gonna make a kill shot compilation video.
Ah, nice.
Well, I
Yeah.
made one, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
up before New Year's.
Yeah.
So
Hey, that's what I was going to ask. Because every time I do those kill shot compilations, I get demonetized, and then obviously they don't
oh yeah,
show them so much. How the hell do you get around it?
actually, I got the email today that this one got monetized.
It got monetized, did
Oh
you
yeah,
say?
yeah.
Yeah.
I had to have a manual. What do you call it?
A manual
Review.
review.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
actually, I changed the video I think 5 times because it was demonetized. What?
Yeah.
Demonetized.
It's a hard word. Say
Oh yeah,
demonetized. Yeah, it's annoying.
demonetized.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 And
It's
I was so lucky. It was half an hour before our chat. I
yes.
got the email.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So this video is not out yet, though. Is that right?
No,
Or
it's not yet. It's
yeah,
gonna be
gotcha,
out
gotcha.
around New Year's.
Because that other one, because I was looking through your channel today,
Yeah.
and you have another one. Is it 15 kills and or whatever it is? I can't remember what it is.
Oh
It's
yeah,
something.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got like 110,000 views on it or
Oh
something.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
People love it.
that's that's awesome. But maybe I should just re-put mine out again. I don't know, but yeah, we've tried to do that, and they just gets like the big red demonetized, and then of course, they don't push those videos because they get no advertising money from them. So
No.
it's just dies. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, actually, when I posted the last one, I didn't
yes,
have 1,000 subscribers yet,
yes,
so I couldn't get any money from it either way.
aha. So you can't get
Unfortunately.
it now?
Yeah, well, I can now,
Yes.
but
Okay.
it's old.
Oh,
No one watches it anymore.
yeah, I gotcha.
So
It's
that's
so
why I
funny
made a
how
new
that
one.
works, eh? Have you
Yeah,
been messing around with shorts on YouTube?
not much. No.
Yeah, so, like, I don't understand how it works. Like, the last one I put was tracking really nicely. It goes like, got up like 6,500 views in like
Yeah,
48 hours or something, and then it just stops. It's like all of a sudden they stop showing it.
yeah.
It's
I don't know why.
yeah, I don't understand how to keep, or maybe they're not designed to be long life things. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be just a flash in the pan, but
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, it's kind of interesting. You're like, oh, this one's going good, and then like it's like literally on the hour, it just flattens off like that. You
Oh
can
yeah,
see they just stop showing it to people. So
yeah. It's just
yeah,
like TikTok,
yeah,
Yeah, post a
I have
video on there, and then the first couple of days you get nothing
yes,
sometimes, and
yeah,
then the third day you get 100K views.
really
Yeah,
interesting.
and then can slow down again and get up again.
Yeah, yeah,
So
because I haven't messed around with TikTok for a long time. I did put a couple out this year just to see, but like the channel's on its last warning there.
oh yeah, they
Um,
don't like hunting there.
no, it was yeah, it was a little painful.
Yeah, I
So
focus on food on TikTok.
yeah,
People
that's
love it.
good. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And the swamp, the mushroom hunting videos.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that's a great thing to
mushroom
do
hunting.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I actually want to get into that a little bit more, but I'm a bit too nervous. You know what I mean? Because I don't quite know. Like I know obviously the golden chanterelle and
Yeah, of
the
course.
oh shit, what's the other one? Tret canterelle? Is that what it is?
Uh,
The ones that are kind of yellowy,
yeah,
but not the same. You know the ones I'm talking about?
yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
I know those two, but
all the bow leads are easy to know.
the
Uh,
what? The bow leads?
bow leads, Carl Johan swamp,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
call
yeah,
in
yeah,
Sweden.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, all that that family bow lead
Yes.
they're called in America. I know.
Yes.
yeah, all those are easy to recognizable.
Yes, and they're edible, are they, those
Yeah,
ones? Yeah.
I think there were like two of them that's not edible,
Okay.
and the ones that's not edible look poisonous. So
Okay, that's good then.
yeah,
So
so it's easy. Yeah,
yeah, that's cool, man. Appreciate it. Well, dude, thank you so much for your time. We're just gone over an hour now, but I think that's been like a really good chat.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, I mean, it's nice to talk to other people with sort of a vested interest in bow hunting in Sweden, I guess, and I can see you got like the passion there for it. And I know you're a busy man, so you have to kind of split your time between all your passions,
oh
and you
yeah,
have quite a few.
I know.
But let's,
Unfortunately,
yeah, well, let's just try and go for a hunt together next year. I'd really enjoy it. Like that, it'd be cool.
yeah, I'd love
So
that. I'd love that.
yeah, yeah, it's be awesome.
Yeah,
All
Finland,
right, Pierre.
great.
One more time. Let everyone know where they can find you. Is it PK_hunting? Is that right?
Yeah, PK_hunting on every social except for
Yes.
Facebook. They won't change my name there, but yeah, that's Facebook has the same content as Instagram, so whatever.
Yeah.
PK_hunting on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok,
Perfect,
and
buddy. Hey,
Threads now. But yeah,
what did you say? Sorry, the last thing you said
on Threads,
on Threads.
the
Oh, I haven't
meta.
dabbled into that. What are you getting anything from that?
No, I
No.
haven't. I have only posted one picture, and
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
It just kind of feels like there needs to be enough. Like, how do there's a lot of bandwidth to put out an extra channel
Yeah,
all of a sudden too. So
yeah. Well,
yeah.
I only got it to get my domain. So,
Aha. Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
fair enough then. Yeah, it's a good idea.
yeah,
Perfect. All right, buddy. Hey, thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you. It's
And
been a great talk.
yeah, and have a good new year, eh?
Yeah, you too.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks, buddy. Catch ya.
thanks.
Thank you for listening. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow us for more.